All right, so I'm going to do a quick Stadia one. This is part of our homework series, or extra problems that you could work. So this would be something you would see on the test. So this was a fairly simple one. We start on benchmark X and we end on benchmark Y. So we don't have to do any adjustments. And all we need to figure out is how many feet we did as well and do a page check. All right, so we start with elevation 638.437. We read 3 backside. This is upper, middle, and lower. So I'm going to total all 3 together, and I get 9.276. Now I'm going to automatically divide it by 3. And I got 3.092. That's going to be my backside. Go ahead and put that. And then compare it to the middle one. So I saw some on the last homework, they added all 3 divided by 3, and it was way off. So if it's not close to that center, then you know you got something wrong. So I'm going to go over here and say 3.092. And we've got an HI now. Of 641.529. Elevation plus backside gives me a new HI. Now I'm not going to do stadias yet. All right, so we're ready to go. Now I want to find out what the elevation is on term point 1. So I'm going to total all my foresights. When I total them, I get 14.754 divided by 3, which will give me a 4.918. Compare it to my middle, looks good. So that's going to be my minus 4.918. That should give me my elevation for term point 1. So I'm going to go ahead and drop down on the line that has term point 1 on it and set it right there. 636.611. All right, so the next one is we are actually going to get our back sight. We go set our instruments up. We're going to get our back sight. We read 3 rod readings. So upper, middle, lower. So I'm going to total those up. I got 19.733. I'm going to divide it by 3. And I get 6.5776. So if I look at that, it matches pretty close with the middle. So if you're off more than 1/1000th or 2/1000ths, then you need to come back because that would round up. So that would be right on. So I'm going to come over here, and that's going to be my plus 6.5776. And we have a new HI, 643.1886. All right, HI. I could put the HI before it. And then we have 3 rod readings on our foresight. So I'm going to add those together. If I add all 3, I get 10.101 divided by 3 gives me 3.367. Match it to the middle, looks good. Some say minus 3.367 will give me my elevation at benchmark Y. So that would be, we don't have to adjust it, so that would be our benchmark Y. We came up benchmark X, benchmark Y, and we don't know what, if I didn't give you Y, you don't have anything to compare it to. So the only other thing we can do is a page check. Now when you do the page checks, you're only going to include that one, you're only going to include these. So if I total my back sites, I'm going to put them right down here. So I do my 3.092 plus 6.5776. Make sure I got everything in right. $9.6696. I'm going to go ahead and highlight it. And then I'm going to total my two foresights, which will be the 4.918 plus 3.367. That gives me 8.25. And highlight that. These are my plus. These are my minus. Page check. $638.437 minus my, or plus my back sites, 9.66963. Somehow I had an extra 3 there. I don't know how that happened. Minus my foresights, 8.285, and see what I get. So 638.437 plus my back sites minus my foresights gives me 639.8216. Highlight that, and that matches here, so our math notes are right, so our page check is done. Now for distances, you take the distance between the upper and the middle, and I'm going to just check them now. So I'm going to go ahead and punch between 4.329 and 3.092. I'm going to go ahead and get that in, and I get 1.234. And so I'm going to go ahead and punch these in. And then the end, I'll multiply it by 100. So it's between top, middle, and then middle and lower. So I normally put it on this, so between 7.834 and 6.578. I got 1.256, 1.257. Up here, I got 1.165. If I want to do a total, add these two together, that gives me equals 2.471. Add these two together, 2.513. Add these two together, and these two. All right, I'm going to go ahead and highlight those. Let me use a different color. And this will get me my distances. And you would total them all together. So if I come down here, I'm just going to write them in. 2.471 plus 2.33 plus 2.58. 2.513 plus 2.614. Doesn't matter what order. I went here to here to here and then added this one, which gave me a of 9.928. And then to get the distance, this Stadia is 100. So times 100 would give me a 992.8 feet. So that would be my final answer.